Today's guided meditation is called You Are Nature Meditation. We're going to be exploring the fact that we are nature, and the only thing that separates us is the idea that we are not part of nature. We may have various quotes and reflections to remind us the reality of our deep connection with nature. So, consciously choosing a comfortable posture for you. And let's be inspired by animals. How would a dog or a cat or any other animal that comes to mind, how would it sit down? How would it settle down to rest? You may want to imitate that a little, but in your own way. Just like the animal, find a posture and position that's comfortable for it. You can do the same. Certainly, you see animals often naturally stretching. Sometimes yawning as they settle in, ready to rest. And you find that they do also take deep breaths from time to time as they start to prepare to sleep or have a nap, or just to recover from some activity. And so we can do the same, take some nice deep breaths to recharge and rejuvenate ourselves. And each time you breathe out, with each out breath you do, see if you can make it a little bit slower than the one before. So nice slow out breaths. Once you've done that a few times, you can let nature breathe for you. You don't need to make any effort at all to breathe. It happens completely by itself. And let's begin by reminding ourselves of this first element, air. Almost all the time we have some air in our physical body, and the air you're breathing right now connects you to all the plants and all the trees on earth. and also the billions and billions of plankton, which I believe also provide the oxygen and have contributed to the oxygen you're breathing right now. So you are connected to living beings as you breathe. The oxygen going into you right now was the oxygen that was inside leaves, inside the plankton, inside the grass, and they released it and you're breathing it in right now. What was once a tree is now inside your cells. So you cannot separate yourself from the element air. Live for more than a minute or two without this gift of air. You're not independent of air. You and air are one. Enjoy the natural flow of your breath. Remind yourself of your connection, nature. That's the element earth, physical properties of your body, the energy you have right now comes from the food that you eat, and that ultimately comes from plants, ultimately comes from fruits and vegetables. It's what makes up your physical body. We have no doubt that these vegetables and fruits and other food like that comes from nature. So that nature is part of our physical body right now. Provides the energy for you to be here, for your heart to beat, lungs to breathe. Next element is water. took all the water out of your body, you wouldn't survive for a second. You and water are one. And water is part of the natural world. Most of the earth is water. Most of us are lucky to have easy access to water. Next time you drink a glass of water, remember that that water becomes part of your body. You are dependent on water. Next element, fire. The earth is nicely warm to keep us alive with the warmth of the sun. Without that warmth, we would survive for a very short time. The sun provides energy to the trees, the plants, to provide the food for the animals and for ourselves. There's no sun, there's no food, no energy. So we're dependent on that. We're interconnected with fire, with sun. This is the one way of reflecting on the elements of nature that are present in us right now. In the words of the Tao Te Ching, humans follow the earth. Earth follows heaven. Heaven follows the Tao. Tao follows what is natural. So we are nature, and when we remember that, we can act like nature, be like nature. Less of a doer and more of a observer. Nature doesn't set itself stringent goals or strive for success as such. It just goes with the flow, does whatever next step makes sense naturally. The sage Nisargadatta reminds us, once you realize that the road is the goal and that you are always on the road, not to reach a goal, but to enjoy its beauty and its wisdom. Life ceases to be a task and becomes natural and simple. So let's take a natural and simple approach and just enjoy being in our quiet time together. So much for joining in on the meditation.